Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2021 Independent Film Festival Boston. Welcome to our final event, actually. This is the awards for IFFBoston 2021. Thank you, everybody who's watching. It takes a lot of people to make the festival happen, so I want to make sure that I thank all of our sponsors, especially WBUR, all of our staff, our volunteers, our members, our supporters, everybody who's helped us come through and make this year happen. I also want to thank all of our venues, the Coolidge, the Brattle, and the Somerville. The Coolidge, as you know, is open. The Brattle is opening July 2nd. The Somerville has some other stuff going on, and if you haven't already, I recommend that you watch the panel that Ian and Ned and Kathy were on, talking about the future of the festival to find out what's going on at the Somerville. But no matter what you do, please continue to support these venues as they open, because they're going to need your support to stay open, so please do that. I want to thank especially all of our filmmakers, because if you guys didn't make films, we wouldn't have a festival. So thanks for everybody who shared their films with us. This wasn't maybe the most ideal way to show films, but I think we kind of made the best of it, and we all got together and we showed a lot of great films. And I know we had a lot of Q&As with a lot of great filmmakers. We're very excited about that. So I think that's it. I didn't even introduce us, did I? I screwed this up already. Okay, so I'm Brian. I'm the executive director of IFFBoston.
And I'm Nancy Campbell. I'm the program director for Independent Film Festival Boston.
So even virtual, we're still doing the awards show our way. All right, I guess we should just get started at this point.
Yeah, we just want to make a note about the juries this year. We selected juries that were primarily who we consider essential workers to the local film scene. So many of them are comprised of longtime volunteers and people who have worked at theaters locally, and subjects of films and filmmakers, people that we think are critical to keeping our culture here, film culture here, vibrant. So.
All right, so let's get to the awards. We're starting with shorts. And here's our shorts jury members.
These are our jury members: Diak Bijuba, Will Latzenhauser, and Maria Maruski. These are kind of partial bios. If you'd like to learn more about them, their full bios will be posted later on our website.
Okay, so let's start with narratives. So the special jury award for narrative short goes to Boys and Toys.
Directed by Kevin P. Alexander.
And the grand jury prize for narrative short film goes to Girls Are Strong Here.
Directed by Scott Burkhart.
And moving on to documentary shorts, the special jury award for documentary short goes to Games of Survival, A Culture Preserved on Ice.
Directed by Nicholas Natal.
And the grand jury prize for documentary short film goes to Abortion Helpline, This is Lisa.
Mike Addy, Barbara Addy, and Janet Goldwater are the filmmakers.
Okay, so do we move on now, or do you have a jury statement to read?
I do have a jury statement to read. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, so for the grand jury prize winner, Girls Are Strong Here, the narrative short winner, the jury had to say, in telling a story of a Syrian refugee who himself offers refuge to a mother and daughter on their own journey toward a better life, Girls Are Strong Here finds a welcome sympathy and humanity in difficult circumstances. This well-acted, well-crafted short film explores issues of freedom and survival and the shifting meanings of the American dream. Thank you, jury. We also have, for the grand prize winner of the documentary short, Abortion Helpline, This is Lisa, the jury statement: the lives of poor and low-income women and families are disproportionately affected, indeed targeted, by the decades-old Hyde Amendment, restricting Medicaid funds for most abortions. This documentary presents the compassionate call center volunteers who receive last resort requests from women in need who share their heartbreaking stories in the crush of finite resources. Giving us a fly-on-the-wall perspective on these difficult and intimate circumstances, the filmmakers reveal how powerful people in Washington affect our lives profoundly, and present a call to action for fair access to healthcare. Thank you, jury, for your statement.
Okay, so moving on to narrative features. The special jury award goes to, pause. Let's take a moment to recognize our narrative feature jury members.
Our jury members for narrative feature were Beth Curran, Scott Oxholm, and Mark Finney. And again, their extended bios are on our website later.
They will be on the website.
They will be on the website.
So the special jury award goes to Lutsu.
Directed by Alex Camilleri.
And the grand jury prize for narrative feature goes to Marvelous in the Black Hole.
Directed by Kate Tsang. The jury statement for this is Marvelous in the Black Hole. It's just the kind of film that festivals love, a fantastical tale with a heart to it. The jury was amazed at the art and beauty of the film and its performances, both young and old. It is a feast for the eyes and soul, a true journey of the imagination, well deserved. Thank you, jury.
All right, and then let's move on to documentary features. Here's our jury members.
Erica Hill, Doug Jones, and Billy the Genius Thiganus. All of their bios, full bios, will be at our website later.
And the special jury award for documentary feature goes to Spring Valley.
Directed by Garrett Zavitas.
And the grand jury prize for documentary feature goes to Who We Are, A Chronicle of Racism in America.
Directed by Emily and Sarah Kunstler. The jury had to say of this: Who We Are, A Chronicle of Racism in America is a remarkable example of how necessary it is to have honest conversations about ugly truths, especially in regards to our collective histories. Filmmakers Emily and Sarah Kunstler do a wonderful job of threading Jeffrey Robinson's personal story into a larger picture of this country's past. The film shows us how, on its surface, hindsight isn't always enough. Sometimes it can require a deeper reckoning that, ironically to some, can feel like a rewriting of history, when in fact it's a revelation of what was always there, whether deliberately obscured by us, or in some cases right in front of us. Who We Are explores the present by learning from the roots of our past, encouraging growth as a community, as a diverse nation, and as the human family. Thank you, jury, for your statement.
Now, we have a very special additional documentary prize, and that is the Karen Schmier Award for Excellence in Documentary Editing, which we present in partnership with the Karen Schmier Film Editing Fellowship, who's been a longtime partner both in hosting panels and in putting on this award. And to talk more about the fellowship, I would like to bring on the interim president of the fellowship, Maya Muma. Maya, welcome.
Hi, thanks everyone. The Karen Schmier Film Editing Fellowship was founded 10 years ago in honor of an incredible editor, mentor, and person, Karen Schmier, who was killed in a hit-and-run accident here in New York City. Our mission is to support an inclusive group of documentary film editors through programs that help them grow as artists and build their community. We have two programs: an Emerging Editor Fellowship, which is a year-long program for one emerging editor who has edited at least one film and no more than 3 films, and we provide mentorship to them throughout the year. Our third year just wrapped up of our Diversity in the Edit Room program, which brings together editors from a variety of underrepresented backgrounds and provides mentorship to them through pairing them with veteran editors. And as of this year, we've had over 80 editors mentored through our 2 programs. And we're really, really pleased this year to present the Karen Schmier Award for Excellence in Documentary Editing to, here we go, to the editors of Fruits of Labor, Christina Motwani and Andrea Cignoli.
Maya, thank you so much for joining us. We're so proud to be involved in the fellowship. We look forward to working with you in the future in person again.
Yes, thank you all, and congratulations.
Thanks for joining us. And so now it's time to move on to the audience awards, where you guys were the juries. So let's see what you liked. Let's start with narrative short film, and the winner of the audience award for narrative short film is Coffee Shop Names.
Directed by Deepak Sethi.
And the Audience Award for Documentary Short Film is Lock Shop.
Directed by Kara Feinberg.
The Audience Award for Narrative Feature is Lutsu.
Directed by Alex Camilleri.
And the Audience Award winner for Documentary Feature is Who We Are, A Chronicle of Racism in America.
Directed by Emily Kunstler and Sarah Kunstler.
So one thing I want to point out is that although this was not a normal year where we were able to bring filmmakers to Boston, we did have a number of filmmakers do Q&As. And in fact, with the exception of coffee shop names, all the films that won either juried or audience awards do have Q&As that you can view right on our YouTube channel. So all the documentary shorts, Abortion Helpline, This Is Lisa, Lock Shop, Games of Survival, Culture Preserved on Ice, as well as the narrative shorts, Boys and Toys and Girls Are Strong Here, all of their directors participated in roundtables within their specific groups. And in terms of feature films, directors of Fruits of Labor, Lutsu, Marvelous in the Black Hole, all participating in Q&As. For Spring Valley, we had a Q&A with the director, producer, and a subject. And with Who We Are, A Chronicle of Racism in America, we had the directors and the writer and subject. So if you've seen these films and you haven't yet watched the Q&A, it's right on our YouTube page, so please check that out. We are a big believer in celebrating stories and storytellers whenever possible in person in an audience. So this is as close as we can get. The bonus, I guess, to kind of being online is a lot of these conversations went longer than the normal 20 minutes. So if you want to do a really deep dive into some of these films, you can really do that with this. So I highly recommend that you check all of those out. And I think that's about it. Nancy, do you have any closing words?
Thank everybody. Thank you for viewing. Thanks to all of our filmmakers. Thanks to our volunteers. Thanks to everyone that supported us throughout the last few years and over the last few decades almost. So we look forward to seeing you all. We want to remind you that just because these are the award recipients, that we believe that everybody who is in the festival has very worthwhile films. And we hope that if you have not yet checked them out, that you will seek them out.
Absolutely. So thanks to all the filmmakers in the lineup. Thanks to our jury. And of course, thanks to you for participating. We hope to see you all very, very soon. So please, everybody, take care.